Hello everyone, this is Moblin 128, and today we will be taking a look at a town that was once a deserted island made into a tropical paradise, all by one man. This is Cow Creek, and the man you see here is the one responsible for it all. His name, Aaron. We will be interviewing him about his journey to the development of Cow Creek. If anyone is in the know, it's this guy, and I'm here to give you the scoop. From the good times to the bad. I hope to get it all from him today. So let's waste no time and get into today's questions. What was the reason you decided on moving to this island in the first place? Well, to be honest, I was in debt so bad at our old place that me and my wife, Amy, decided that once our son Leon was born, that a new life was in order. So we passed on our debt to someone else and, well, we hit the road. I was determined to make this somewhere my son would be able to truly enjoy growing up and make the best memories possible. I'll miss my old friends like Wolflink and Gannon, but sometimes you just have to do what's best for your family. What was the hardest part about island development? Well, to be frank, it wasn't so bad given I started back when a certain glitch, we will call it, was still permitted and I could clone as many switches as I wanted and use them as funds for the town. Unfortunately, that was found out and now it's against the law. Matter of fact, it's flat out impossible to even try now. It seems as though there isn't anything against time traveling, but that comes with a consequence like skipping certain holidays, so I don't recommend it for everyone unless you're really in a hurry to get things moving. The old town, it used to have time traveling as well, but it didn't skip holidays, and skipping holidays means skipping cool themed items. With all that out of the way, let me tell you about items. Between shovels, axes, fishing poles, and bug nets, I was replacing these things constantly. The old place didn't have this issue. I don't know what they made their shovels out of back then, but I wish they would call us and let us in on that sweet action. I don't mind collecting resources for crafting things like fences, chairs, and the works, but every time I need to waste my precious resources for another damn shovel, I always had to take a step back in the process and stop everything I was working on again. Of course, I can buy them from the general store, but that's more bells and more time I spend walking back to the market in between hunting for my supplies. You'll notice that Amy here didn't get to help with development of the town much, but that wasn't by choice. Every time we go out together, everything I pick up, she doesn't get to use, and if she picks something up, it goes straight to the recycle bin. And it's a little annoying every time we swap back to her having to go to the recycle bin to go pick it up. Kinda really wish it was like the do-it-yourself tables and you could pack a recycle bin around with you. Either way though, we got a few of those scattered around the island just for such an occasion. You keep on talking about resources. How did you come by these exactly? Well, that's another thing. Mainly I use what's called a Nook Miles ticket. To get these, I had to complete tasks around town from things as simple as, taking pictures of myself or getting fossils and having them assessed by a guy named Blathers. Once I had about 2,000 points stored up, I could use them for a ticket and, well, with that, I could fly to a random island where I could take anything and everything with no risk at all. I would cut trees for wood, smack rocks for stone and iron, and eat fruit so I could just uproot trees and take them home to Cow Creek with me. Getting tired of getting shot just for an attempt for a quick bite? Feed your undying hunger today with the new Packle Bowl now, only at the Fancy Packle. Item was only out for a limited time, please act now. Well, I asked you about the hardest part, so it only makes sense to ask what you enjoyed most about your time on the island. Oh, that's easy, finding out what new things the island has to offer. I've been keeping pretty busy with the constant do-it-yourself recipes that the islanders keep handing me. That and the bottles I find washed up on shore with them on it as well. Sometimes they fly by wrapped up like a gift and other times they fall out of trees. Either way, it's almost always something exciting. From stand-up mics to a no mask, you never really know what you're gonna find, and that's the best part. Most of what you see design-wise on Cow Creek was inspired by a spur-of-the-moment item that I randomly found or made with a new recipe I found earlier. But that's not the best part though, as I found myself not even knowing what to wear on a daily basis due to the sheer amount of awesome design clothes available. Ever since I got the Able sisters to move into town, that's became my favorite part of every morning for me. I always head straight to the clothing room at Able's just to see what awesome look I can run around in that day. My go-to though is this comfy groovy shirt. I think I look like a watermelon and I love it. Have you made any time for friends yet? Oh, of course, it's not like I spend every waking moment alone. Matter of fact, I had a mini high school reunion with an old group of friends not long ago before my town got too heavy with construction. We played a round or two of No Man's Seek, and we had a blast. Can't wait to have them back over so they can see what all that Cow Creek has to offer now. I gotta ask, how has your family adapted to the change? Amy misses being able to swim. For some reason, swimsuits are required, and there just isn't any available, at least not to our knowledge yet. But she has fell in love with the new museum's layout, and I gotta agree. We bring Leon to it all the time just to check out the dinosaurs and fish, at least the ones I've managed to donate so far. Cow Creek is ate up with all kinds of new wildlife, and that just wasn't around at the old place. Another thing we all kind of noticed is how much more expressive the animal folk are around here. Seriously, they didn't do much but walk around and repeat themselves before. And while they do still have the habit of telling you the same story over and over, I noticed they sing, work out, and even read and build stuff here. Axel's birthday was not long ago, and I was shocked to see they was actually celebrating it together. The biggest thing we love about Cow Creek is how we can put anything, well, anywhere. Other than a few monuments that was here when I got here, I put almost everything you see on the island here, and it feels great. It's like instead of the house being my home, the entire area of Cow Creek is my home. So you found yourself enjoying the new residents of Cow Creek, huh? Is there one in particular that you would go as far as to consider a friend? Well, that's the thing. I've known one of them since I was a kid back in 2003. That would be Roth. Now, he didn't move in right away. It took a few visits to the local campsite and a few gifts to remind him of our friendship. He finally decided to come along for the ride. He comes off as a bit of a grump ass at first, but once you get to know him, he's the kind of guy who will always tell you the truth and try to help you out whenever he sees the chance. Seems in his older days he's gotten a bit obsessed with health and is always out for walks and lifting weights. I like many of the town folk around here though, and many are standouts in their own right, so I recommend anyone visiting Cow Creek stop and say hello to the locals and see what they have to say. They seem to be a close bunch and are always hanging around each other in groups. Heck, I think some of them might be even forming some kind of other relationships as well. I can't say I seen that one coming. You said something earlier that got my attention for a second, and I wanted to ask you about it. You said when referring to monuments, some were already here when you arrived. What exactly did you mean by that? I didn't expect you to catch that one, but sure, I'll bite. Cow Creek is haunted, plain and simple. And not just by the wisp we all know and love. There's this giant statue in the far back right corner of Cow Creek that now I have gated off. It's said the statue is only to represent the power known around Cow Creek as the Black Mass. It was known to have cursed the land for many years, causing much sickness and many to go, well, crazy. It's said if you sleep next to the statue, you'll have nightmares that are so real, it'll cause you to go insane overnight. So yeah, that's why I locked that shit down. Wow, who would have knew such a dark past was behind such an innocent-looking place? There wouldn't happen to be any other stories like that, would there? Well, yeah, this place is ate up with the supernatural, but honestly, to tell all of it, we would be here all day, so if you don't mind, let's just go ahead and end it with that last one. Well, seeing as I plan to live here from now on, I'm sure to find out all about it, and so will everyone else as I film my life here in Cow Creek. With that being said, do you have any last words for the audience, Aaron? Sure, I hope everyone looks forward to what Cow Creek has in store for the future. At the moment, the Fancy Packle, local pharmacy, Peanuts Liquor Barrel, and Knox Lodge are all in development, and we hope to have them ready for the public soon. If you do stop by though, I hope you get the chance to meet our town influencers, Umi and Ezra. They are one powerful married couple, and everyone in town pretty much looks at them as grandparents. Me and my wife and son are of course always welcome for visitors, and Amy's sister Jamie and my best friend Chris also live in Cow Creek, and they're more than welcoming to anyone that stops by. So, on that note, I hope to see you guys soon. Thank you for your time, and I know I'll be seeing a lot of you in the days to come. I also hope I continue to see all of you, and if you want to follow my adventures in Cow Creek, consider hitting that subscribe button and hit the bell to see when we upload each episode. Till then, guys, this has been Moblin 128 of Weekend Moblin saying, stay tuned till next time.